are live from Nicolay Field as we are about to hear our favorite sound in the world once again. The ball going into the mitt and the bat hitting it out of the park. The Bulldogs are taking on the Michigan Wolverines as the first pitch from Jack Florig is a strike to Cole Allen, and we are underway. I am Forrest Vernier alongside Tyler Ackerman. Tyler, it's a pleasure to have you here with me this afternoon as Cole Allen hits a right to Harris, who makes a long throw to Connor Davies, and we are underway. So, Tyler, what should we expect from the Bulldogs this afternoon?
Well, it's going to be a hard game for them. They're going against the number-ranked 3 team in the nation for club baseball in the University of Michigan. So it's going to be a tough 3 games in the next 2 days for sure.
So the first pitch to Robert Schilp is ball 1. And that's back up the middle into center field, a base hit. That'll be the first hit for Michigan this afternoon, as they have a runner on first base with 1 out here in the top half of the first inning.
It was just an easy read, fastball right down the middle, and came right back at Florig. Couldn't get a hold of it. Goes right over second base into the outfield, and as you said, first hit, first single of the game.
So now here's Donovan Self, the second baseman for the Wolverines. Florig gets set on the mound, checks Schilp at first. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 1. So starting in defense for the Bulldogs, we have Damon Harris, who is catching, Isaac Jeremu at third, Jesse Leyva at shortstop, Ty Perrin at second, Connor Davies at first, Linner in left, Hudick in center, and Hall in right field. After Donovan Self is Jeremy Sachs, followed by Griffin Party, Cole Arnett, Charlie Hartman, Tom Costello, and Jackson Engels. Runner at first for the Wolverines with 1 out. There's a called strike 2 on Donovan Self. Schilp taking a good lead from first. Florig gets the sign that as the home plate umpire calls time, as Self takes a second to get out of the batter's box.
Harris had his strap loose, that's why he called time.
Now you know what they say, safety first. Here's the pitch from Florig. That's outside. Home plate umpire confirms the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Donovan Self with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. As Florig throws back to first for a second, just to make sure Schilp stays there for the moment. This has been a really good at-bat so far for Donovan Self. Count 2-2. Called strike 3 as Jack Florig has his first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, that was a great pitch, just inside and low, bottom corner. A great call by the ump.
So now here's Jeremy Sachs, the left-handed first baseman. Where's number 20? First pitch to him is ball 1. So if Sachs shall reach, Griffin Party, the DH, waits his turn on deck. Robert Schilp is still at first base. And the runner's going. Harris's throw will be not in time, a stolen base for Robert Schilp.
Says first of 2025, he had 9 stolen bases in 2024. So he just chose his pitch to go and got there with his speed.
So now he has a big advantage now that he's in scoring position. And with his speed, Jeremy Sachs with a base hit could send him home and get the first run for the Wolverines.
Sachs had a batting average of .348 in 2024, so he can definitely hit the ball well.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. It will go foul as Nathan Linner made a good effort running for it. But it just lands foul on the left field line.
That's a weird one. Usually how close with that fence is to the foul line, you would expect that ball to go out of play, but it snuck inside the fence line, but just on the left side of the foul line.
So 2 balls and 1 strike on Jeremy Sachs. With 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 from Florig. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 as the count is even.
It's a wonderful curveball there. Absolutely full of Sachs. Great pitch by Florig.
So Florig is a pitch away from getting out of this first inning and leaving a runner at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That is high, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 on Jeremy Sachs. 2 outs here in the first inning. No score, just the start of things here at Nicolay. Florig has had a strikeout, and the first out was a ground out. It was picked up by Harris, and he threw to Davies to get Cole Allen. And that's ball 4 to Jeremy Sachs. So that will be the first walk from Florig.
Sachs was walked 15 times in 2024 out of 87 at-bats. He's good at just reading all the pitches and picking his right one. That time, 4 balls were sent his way.
Here's the pitch to Griffin Party. That is ball 1 as the umpire calls time. So now the Wolverines have a runner at second and a runner at first. Robert Schilp is at second. Jeremy Sachs, who just walked, is at first. Here's the pitch from Florig. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Leyva. A good throw, but it gets past Connor Davies as Robert Schilp will come in to score, and it's 1-0 Wolverines.
Really unfortunate error there from Adrian. They're just a catch away from being able to get out of that inning without giving up a run. And an unfortunate mistake at first, and Wolverines up 1-0.
So yeah, that was a good throw by Leyva, but Davies just couldn't quite scoop it up pretty well with his glove. So this inning will continue. Here is Cole Arnett, the Wolverine third baseman. So now the Wolverines have runners at the corners with 2 out. That is strike 2. As Florig is not messing around. He is getting ahead for the count. So if Arnett reaches, Charlie Hartman waits his turn on deck. Here's the 0-2. Runners going. Ball 1, and there will be no throw as Griffin Party has a stolen base. So that's the second steal of this inning for the Wolverines. Here's the 1-2 from Florig. Swing and a miss as Cole Arnett strikes out. That's 2 strikeouts in the inning for Jack Florig, but the Wolverines take a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs come into bat right after this. So the Bulldogs will be coming up to bat pretty soon.
It was a great pitch there by Florig to get out of that inning. That whole entire at-bat, he was favoring that outside with the first 2 strikes just right on that outside corner, and then that last one being a changeup and the strike 3 call.
So now what should we look for from the Bulldogs when it comes to their offense?
Well, they need to get something going. I mean, they're already down by 1. This infield is really, really good from Michigan. We were watching them in warm-ups, and there was no mistakes at all. And they were just flinging the ball around. So if you want to you got to get past them somehow. Not balls at them. I don't think they'll make any mistakes, really.
So coming up to bat for the Bulldogs, their starting lineup is Brock Hudick, followed up by Jesse Leyva, then Connor Davies, then Isaac Jernu, Luke Pope, Tyler Hall, Damon Harris, Nathan Lindner, and Ty Perrin. Starting off in defense for the Wolverines, we have Cole Allen in left field, Charlie Hartman in center, Jackson Engels in right, Cole Arnett at third, Robert Schilp at shortstop, Donovan Self playing second, and Jeremy Sachs at first. And behind the plate is Tom Costello. As pitching today for the University of Michigan is Max Arts, number 16, as he meets with his players on the mound. So here's Brock Hudick, the left-hander. He will start things off for the Bulldogs. So Adrian College is down 1-0, but remember, it's only the first inning.
Yeah, first inning and first game of the 2025 campaign for them as well.
The first pitch to Brock Hudick, swing and a foul, hits the net on the left side. So the bottom of the first inning is underway. Here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt, gets away from Costello. He'll throw back to Arts. So the count is even at a ball and a strike on Brock Hudick. He is the center fielder for the Bulldogs. Jesse Leyva waits his turn on deck, the 1-1 pitch. That is ball 2. So Hudick so far doing a good job keeping his eye on the ball. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball from Arts. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hudick hits one to right center, and that'll be caught by Jackson Engels. That was a good catch there by Engels in right.
Yeah, it was kind of just like a little bit of a blooper into right center, and Engels making the long trek over there to catch it. But it was a great read from Hudick, just waiting on that curveball in, and gets good contact on it, but just not enough power to get that ball down.
So here's Jesse Leyva. That was a foul tip. That'll be strike 1. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Nobody on as Leyva bats. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Connor Davies is on deck. Here's the 1-1 to Leyva. That is in there for strike 2. Arts ahead on the count. Here's the 1-2 to Leyva. Bounces in. But Costello does a good job picking it up. So the count is 2-2 on Leyva, the Bulldogs shortstop. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-2. So the count is 3-2 on Leyva. Here's the pitch. Leyva hits a high pop fly. Arnett says he's got it. That'll be out number 2. So now coming up to bat is the first baseman, Connor Davies.
That was a difficult one for Art to track down. The wind is a little bit in right now here at Nicolay Field, but not as bad as it's going to get later in the afternoon for sure.
First pitch to Connor Davies is a swing and a miss. Now, not only just the wind, the sun might be a little challenged too, as it's starting to break through the clouds just a little bit. Here's the 0-1 to Davies. Davies hits it foul down the first base line, as Arts is ahead on the count, 0-2. Two outs in the first inning. Here's the 0-2 to Davies. And it bounces away from Costello. So Arts is a strike away from finishing up a 1-2-3 inning. But if Davies reaches, Jermu is on deck. Two outs. Here's the 1-2 to Davies. Got him swinging. So that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Max Arts as we now go to the second inning. And so Tyler, what can we expect now from the Wolverines in the second inning?
Well, I think they're just going to continue their batting power and their offense that they've shown in the first inning for sure. And really just Florg is going to have to figure it out. He had two nice strikeouts, and I think he's just going to have to be able to read what the Wolverine offense wants and what pitches they want and just not throw it to them, because when they make contact, they hit it hard and they hit it fast. So
we're going to cut to break for just a minute, but we'll be back for the second inning. 1-0 Wolverines here at Nick.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
we were just going to have to make up time, so I just started yapping.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the
And so Florg comes to pick it up, and it's not in time as Charlie Hartman reaches first.
It was a similar play that we saw on the first at-bat in the first inning, but that time it was a full-on bunt, and Florg had to pick it up instead of Harris. And the speed from Hartman gets to first. You got a leadoff single.
So here is Tom Costello, the catcher for the Wolverines, as Charlie Hartman is at first. Costello swings and misses on the first pitch he sees from Jack Florg. So Jackson Engels will be next as he waits his turn on deck. A ball and a strike on Costello. A runner at first for the Wolverines. Nobody out here in the second inning. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for strike two. As Florg gets ready, checks the runner first, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Florg, his third.
Yeah, he's doing really well on the breaking ball right now, fooling the Wolverines. Most of the hits that Michigan has gotten has been off of fastballs, whether it's a bunt or a single up the middle, but his breaking ball is fooling them, that's for sure.
So now a double play would be nice for Florg and the Bulldogs to finish the top half of the second. Jackson Engels is up to bat as home plate umpire calls timeout. Charlie Hartman is still at first. One out here in the second as Florg is keeping a good eye on Hartman. So now Engels now waits for the first pitch from Florg. Here it is. That's ball one. 1-0 on Jackson Engels. Engels is the right fielder for the Wolverines. 1 out here in the second. And the runner's going. Harris's throw is not in time, and it gets away for a little. But Hartman will stay at second, as that is the third stolen base of this game for the Wolverines.
Yeah, you can see just their speed on the stolen bases. They know how to just take their leads well and time it perfectly, where Florek is in his motion and the pitch, and by the time that ball gets to home plate, he's already halfway there.
Here's the 2-0. That's ball 3, and as Florek is now struggling with finding the strike zone. Charlie Hartman is at second in scoring position. 3-0 coming to Engels. That'll be a 4-pitch walk, as Engels is at first. That's the second walk of this game for Jack Florek. So now we're back at the top of the lineup for the Wolverines. Here is Cole Allen. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Here in the top of the second. The first pitch to Allen, a ground ball, and it gets by Jermu. Coming home to score will be Hartman. Now it's 2-0 Wolverines on an RBI single by Cole Allen.
That's just great read on that breaking ball. Times it perfectly. Just gets right past Jermu on the slide. And nice RBI, and Wolverines up by 2 now.
So here's Robert Shilp, who singled and scored in the first inning. First pitch to Shilp, and another base hit to left field. In to score now is Engels, and he makes it standing up. Now it's 3-0 Wolverines. An RBI single by Robert Shilp.
It's the same exact pitch, same exact spot. Another single right up that left side, and Wolverines just taking over here.
So the Wolverines' offense is really starting to come to life here in the second inning. So here's Donovan Self, who he struck out back in the first inning. Florek has struck out 3, as Self takes his second at bat. Still only 1 out here in the second inning. And the runner's going, and Harris will not throw it. It'll be a double steal by Allen and Shilp. Allen goes to third, Shilp goes to second.
And now you got 2 runners in scoring position. Very dangerous, especially with Self on plate.
So Self, count is 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Florek. Little chopper, it'll go foul. So the count is even at a ball and a strike, and I feel like a simple base hit could bring both of the runners home here.
You just need a ball that gets out into the outfield, and I think for sure they're scoring 2.
Here's the 1-1 from Florek. That's into center field as Brock Hudick makes the catch. Coming home to score will be Cole Allen. Shilp will hold at second base, and that is a sacrifice fly RBI for Donovan Self, as it's 4-0 Wolverines.
Yeah, Hudick had a chance there to throw it to second, an impossible double play. But he threw it just a little bit too far of second base, and runner scores on a sac fly.
So here's Jeremy Sachs, who walked in the first inning. First pitch to him is low and outside, ball 1 from Florek. Robert Shilp is still at second base. 2 outs here in the second inning. That's in the air to right. It will go foul and out of play. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs. here in the second inning.
That ball was a dangerous one. Sachs waited on that one. I got a hold of all of it, but just was slightly too early and pulled it. Otherwise, that would have been a nice base hit into right field.
If Jeremy Sachs shall reach, Griffin Party, who reached on an error in the first, waits his turn on deck. 2 outs here in the second. Here's the 1-1 from Floric. That is high and in the air to center field, left center, as Brock Hudick makes the catch. That'll be his second catch of this inning, and that'll do it for the top half of the second inning. But it's 4-0 Wolverines, as they've scored 3 runs here in the second inning. And so we're gonna step aside for a break, but we'll be back for the bottom of the second inning. 4-0 Wolverines here. And we are back as we're now in the bottom of the second inning as Max Arts will get back to work. It is 4-0 Wolverines as the Wolverines did what they needed to do to score the few runs that they did in the top half of the second. So now it's time for the Bulldogs to answer back here.
And to get something going, they had a 1-2-3 inning in that first, and especially down 4 already here in the bottom of the second, they need at least someone on base and a possibility to score a run.
So now coming up to bat for the Bulldogs, it will be Isaac Jermu, the third baseman for the Bulldogs. As Max Arts gets back to work on the mound. That'll be ball 1. 1-0 on Jermu. That's a high pop fly. Robert Schilp makes the catch in the outfield grass. So that'll be the first out of the bottom of the second inning as Jermu pops out to short.
Yeah, Schilp really called that one out, screaming, mine, mine, mine. You can hear it up here in the booth. And he made a nice, easy play and 1 out in this bottom of the second.
So now here's the DH for the Bulldogs, Luke Pope. As he hits it right back to the pitcher, Arts. He'll make the underhand toss to Jeremy Sachs for out number 2. 2 quick outs just like that, Tyler.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that Adrian swing on almost every single first pitch. They swung on each first pitch in the first, and fortunately that first at bat from Jeremu, that ball was in the dirt, so he didn't swing at it, but Pope swung on that one and grounded out.
So here's Tyler Hall as he takes the ball low and outside from Max Arts.
I've also noticed how Arts says every single ball he's really thrown has been in the dirt, so his miss is definitely low. Nothing really high.
Here's the 1-0 to Tyler Hall. Swung on and foul tipped. So that'll be strike 1. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. As Arts had a 1-2-3 inning in the first, trying to make it his second in a row. Here's the 1-1. Low and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike on Tyler Hall. Two outs, nobody on. 2-1 to Hall. That'll be ball 3 inside. Count is 3-1 on Hall. As Arts will try to throw a strike here. Here it is. Grounder to first. That'll be a foul ball. Good play, though, by Jeremy Sachs, and keeping an eye on it. So So the count is now full on Tyler Hall. Here's the 3-2. And that'll be ball 4. So that'll be the first base runner of the day for the Bulldogs.
It was a great at-bat from Hall. Watching every single pitch falling off when he needed to foul off to stay in the count. And it's a good eye on that low and outside pitch.
So Hall is at first base with 2 outs. And the batter now will be Damon Harris. Harris wears number 33. He's a catcher for the Bulldogs. First pitch to him. Slow and outside as Costello drops it. Count is 1-0 on Damon Harris. If Harris shall reach, Nathan Lindner waits his turn on deck. Here's the 1-0. That's a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Damon Harris, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Tyler Hall is at first. He reached on a walk. He's the first base runner of the day for the Bulldogs. Here's the 1-1. That is high, ball 2. Count is 2-1 on Damon Harris. Two outs here in the bottom of the second. Lindner on deck. Here's that is going to be caught by the second baseman, Donovan Self. So the Bulldogs leave a runner stranded at first as we now go to the bottom of the third inning. 4-0 Wolverines. So we'll be right back.
Elevate your game. At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family. Elevate your game. At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Wolverines lead 4-0 as we go to the top of the third inning as Jack Floor gets back to work on the mound for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs they've only had 1 base runner, which was a walk given to Tyler Hall in the bottom of the second. So Florig's goal would probably be just to hold the Wolverines as much as he can here, Tyler.
Yeah, the big concern right now is the hitting from Adrian, but they got to make sure they are not letting up any more runs as they're already down by 4.
So coming up to bat for the Wolverines will be Griffin Party, who reached on an error in the first inning that scored in Donovan Self when Michigan took a 1-0 lead earlier. First pitch to Party will be ball 1. Florig has had a few strikeouts and he's walked a couple. Here's the 1-0 to Party. That is in there, and the count is even at 1-1. Charlie Hartman, who had an infield single in the second, waits his turn on deck. That's hit in the air to left center field, and that is going to get down between Hudick and Hall. Going to second is Party, as he'll make it there with a stand-up double. So that's the second time Party has reached on base.
Yeah, it was wonderful contact he made there, splitting the outfielders, but Hudick, good job of tracking that one down and stopping it before it hit the wall, keeping him to only a double.
So that would be considered a ground rule double if it bounced over the wall. First pitch to Cole Arnett is ball 1. Arnett struck out back in the first inning. Here's the 1-0. That's low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes as Florg is starting to fall behind with the count. Hartman waits his turn on deck. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Arnett. Griffin Party is at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Wolverines lead 4-0. 2 balls and a strike. That's inside. Count is 3-1 on Cole Arnett, the 3rd baseman for the Wolverines. Here's the 3-1. That'll be the 3rd walk for Florg as Arnett reaches base for the first time today.
I have a mound meeting here. Trying to just calm down Florg, I would assume. He's getting a lot behind in his counts, and what's causing that is either a walk or a pitch that Michigan likes, and they're able to make great contact with it and get on base in that way.
So yeah, the Wolverines have showed outstanding offense so far in this game, and they're looking to keep it going. And I've seen games before where one team has scored in at least 1 run in every inning. And so the Wolverines will have a runner at second and a runner at first. As now the batter will be Charlie Hartman, as Party is at second and Arnett is at first. Still nobody out. Here's the first pitch to Hartman. Hartman swings and hits it to left field. Nathan Lindner makes the catch for the first out of the inning, as Party and Arnett will hold at second and first.
Yeah, it was great contact by Hartman, but just right at Linder. Linder maybe had to make a couple of steps, if that, to be able to track that ball down and catch it for the first out.
So now here is Tom Costello. Costello struck out in the first. That is high in the air. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Ty Perrin. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, for a second, all 3 Bulldogs each called that one out, but Perrin the loudest there, and the ball was more on his side as well, and both Florg and Davies just got out of the way, and Perrin makes a nice, easy catch for the second out.
So Costello is 0 for 2 here. So here's Jackson Engels. Engels walked in the second and scored. He scored on the RBI single by Robert Schilp. 2 outs now here in the 3rd inning. Cole Allen is on deck. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and Florg now getting ahead on the count. The count is 0-2 to Jackson Engels. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As that's going to do it for the top half of the 3rd inning, as the Wolverines leave 2 runners stranded on first and second as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Wolverines still have a 4-0 lead. Bulldogs coming to bat. Right.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Wolverines lead 4-0 as as they threatened in the top of the third but did not score as Jack Florig got 3 quick outs, a fly out, a pop out, and a strikeout.
Yeah, it was really important for him because if Engels reached, then it would be back to the top of the order, and we saw that happen back in the second inning where Michigan was able to get back to the top of their order, and that's how they got 3 quick runs on the Bulldogs.
So now coming up to bat for the Bulldogs is someone pretty close to our broadcast department here at ACTV. It is Nathan Lindner, who plays left field for the Bulldogs.
About a privilege being able to call a couple of games with him. Great guy, and you can get on base, give this Bulldog team some life here in the bottom of the third.
So let's see what he can do at the plate here. First pitch from Arts. Lindner takes ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Lindner. He takes a called strike 1, and the count is even. Arts has only allowed 1 base runner so far when he walked Tyler Hall. So that'll be 2-1 on Nathan Lindner. So far, it's been a pretty good at-bat for Lindner. And Ty Perrin waits his turn on deck. 2-1 to Lindner. Ball 3. So Lindner has not swung yet in this at-bat so far. Here's the 3-1. That'll be ball 4 as Lindner walks. That's just the second base runner of the day for the Bulldogs. So now coming up is Ty Perrin, who will take his first at-bat here in Game 1 of this doubleheader series. Perrin plays second base for the Bulldogs. This is the first pitch as he shows bunt. Look out. And it goes foul.
And he's trying to sack bunt, trying to get Lindner to second in scoring position.
So it's 4-0 Wolverines. Nobody out yet here in the bottom of the third inning. This is a good chance for the Bulldogs to start up their offense here. Here's the 0-1. That's in there for a called strike 2. Arts is really starting to get ahead on the count as Lindner is at first. Lindner taking a good lead. So now here's the 0-2 to Ty Perrin. That's outside. A ball and 2 strikes on Ty Perrin. As Brock Hudick waits his turn on deck. Here's the 1-2 to Perrin. Strike 3 call. As Perrin goes down looking for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball had some curvature on that one and just starts on the outside corner, and Perrin thought it was going to stay outside because that was the last ball, but curves back inside into the strike zone, and then strike 3 was called.
So we are now back at the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs as Brock Hudick, who flied out in the first inning, takes strike 1 from Arts. So Arts now has struck out 3, so he is even with Jack Florig. Or he's about to be even with him if he can strike out Hudick. A ball and a strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Lindner at first. Here's the pitch. Little foul as the count is now 1-2.
And Lindner thought he was going for a second, then pulled back. Didn't like the odds of trying to steal a base there.
Taking another good lead from first. Arts gets set on the mound. Here's the 1-2 to Hudick. And Linner's going. Here's the throw from Costello. Not in time. A stolen base for Nathan Lindner.
I thought about it before, the pitch before it was thrown. That one took a sizable lead and went right as Arts went to wind up for the pitch.
So Arts has thrown 26 pitches of this game so far. First, now Brock Hudick right back to the mound as Arts will throw to first for out number 2.
It was a good play by Arts there to hold Linder at second. They took a quick look at him to make sure he wasn't going and then threw it back to first, get the easy ground out.
So here's Jesse Leyva, who popped out to third in the first inning. Now Linner taking a really good lead from second now. Here's a 2-2 to Leyva. Swing and a miss. Or excuse me, that was just strike one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the 0-1. That is ball one, and the count is even at a ball and strike on Jesse Leyva. Connor Davies waits his turn on deck. 2 outs, a runner at second for the Bulldogs. Here's the 1-1. Low end in the dirt, but a good block by Tom Costello. Home plate umpire confirms the count. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jesse Leyva. Linner takes his lead from second. 2-1 to Leyva. Swing and a miss. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count now 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's a 2-2 from Arts and a ground ball, and it gets right by the second baseman Donovan Self, and Nathan Linner comes home to score the first run for the Bulldogs. That'll be an RBI for Jesse Leyva.
It's a huge hit by Leyva coming in the clutch there as it was 2-2 with 2 outs and 1 more strike away from getting out of the inning was Arts, but Leonard using his speed to get all the way from second, and the Bulldogs are on the board 4-1.
But it just got it. Now the ball going towards right field on the grounder. It looked like it just made contact with Donovan Self's glove. So that could be a defensive error on Donovan Self. So now the batter will be Connor Davies, who is 0 for 1. Arts now has 30 pitches thrown of this game so far. Leyva is now at first. That'll be ball 1 to Connor Davies. Davies struck out back in the first inning. One and 0. 2-0 on Connor Davies. Leyva is at first. If Davies shall reach, Jeremu is on deck. Here's the 2-0. Davies takes a called strike 1. Two outs in the bottom of the third. Bulldogs get a run. Trying to get more here. The 2-1. Ball 3. as Arts is one pitch away from bringing the tying run to the plate. Leyva is at first. 2 outs. Here's the 3-1. Davies takes strike 2 on the outside corner. This has been a really good at-bat here for Connor Davies. Here's the 3-2 from Arts. Runners going, and that'll be ball 4. As Davies will go to first on a walk. So I'll bring up Isaac Jernu. Jermu is 0 for 1. He popped out back in the second inning as he'll bat with runners on second and first. So Leyva is at second base. Davies is at first. A ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there, count is even at a ball and a strike on Isaac Jermu. So it is 4-1 in favor of the Wolverines. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2. So now Arts is a pitch away from getting out of this inning. And if Jermu shall reach, Luke Pope is on deck. Here's the 1-2. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Isaac Jermu represents the tying run. Here's the 2-2. Way outside, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You could hear the Bulldogs cheering for Isaac Jermu. This would be a big hit if he can do it here with 2 outs. As you could see, Leyva had a lead, and as Arts faked the pickoff. Still 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. As this at-bat continues for Isaac Jermu. Jermu is 0 for 1 today. Trying to get his first hit of this game. Here's the 3-2 from Arts. And that's ball 4. That will be the second walk of this inning for Max Arts. That'll bring up Luke Pope.
Consecutive walks too are for us. That's now bases loaded for Luke Pope. It's a huge play here as we got a nice mound visit. We're getting a pitcher's change here.
So Weiss will come in and he will be taking over for Max Arts as his day is done. And so this is now going to be a challenge for the Wolverines now that the Bulldogs have the bases loaded. So it'll be Andrew Weiss. Andrew Weiss taking his warm-up throws as we're going to step aside for just a minute, but we'll be right inning.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
As we are back now here in the bottom of the third inning, as the Bulldogs now have the bases loaded with 2 outs. As Andrew Weiss will come in and take over for Max Arts, as I believe we're also going to be getting a pinch hitter. So instead of Luke Pope, it will be number 40. It'll be Corwin Allen, the right-hander. He will be pinch hitting for Luke Pope. First pitch to Allen, excuse me. Corwin Allen, the junior from Columbus, Ohio, is taking his first at-bat. 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Allen swings. It's a high pop-up. It will be Robert Schilp who makes the catch, who ends the inning. Bulldogs threaten but leave the bases loaded as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Wolverines still have a 4-1 lead. As we'll be right back here on AC.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
We are now about to start the top half of the 4th inning as Jack Florig, who held the Wolverines in the 3rd inning, will try to do it again here in the 4th. So now we're back at the top of the lineup for the University of Michigan. It will be Cole Allen. Allen is 1 for 2 today. He has grounded out and had an RBI single that scored in Tom Costello. So Allen will take his 3rd at-bat here in Game 1 of this doubleheader series. So here's Jack Floor getting back to work on the mound. First pitch to Allen. That is just a little bit high, ball 1. One and 0 to Cole Allen. Allen swings and misses on the changeup by Florig. Yeah, Florig has thrown a lot more pitches than Arts did, as a slow grounder. It'll be picked up by Jeremu. But Cole Allen will reach first base.
And that one was just a little chopper on that left side, and Jeremy not getting to it in time, and Allen uses his speed and gets to first.
And the slow roller may have been the disadvantage for Jeremu at 3rd. Made an effort on it, but Cole Allen definitely showed his speed there. So that'll be Allen's 2nd hit here in Game 1. So here's Robert Schilp, who had an RBI single back in the 2nd inning, scoring in Jackson Engels. First pitch to him as he hits one to left field, and that'll be another base hit as Linner goes after it. Going to 3rd is Cole Allen, and he's going to come around and score as the throw is cut off. That's the 2nd RBI of the day for Robert Schilp as he scores in Cole Allen on an RBI double.
A great contact there by Schilp, just favoring that left side, and got past Linder and all the way to the back wall, and by the time he grabbed it, Allen, using his speed that he's shown, an infield single, goes all the way around the diamond and scores.
So now Robert Schilp will be at 2nd base. So it is 5-1 in favor of the Wolverines. So now batting is Donovan Self. Self is 1 for 2. He's struck out But he's also had a sac fly RBI. That scored in Cole Allen earlier. As he has a base hit to left field, Robert Shilp will round second, and he'll come in to score. That'll be 6-1 Michigan.
It's a great ball there from Self, just bringing it all the way of that slow breaking ball, and nice little grounder gets past the infield, and another RBI from Self.
Yeah, tough day for Jack Florg as his day is done, as we're going to have another pitching change here. So it is 6-1 in favor of the Wolverines.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Yeah, Matthias.
So we are back now as the Wolverines lead 6-1 as they have had an RBI single from Shilp. And so now pitching is Matisse Newkirchen. So that's quite a long last name as he'll get to work here in the top of the fourth inning. As he will face Jeremy Sachs, who shows bunt. The throw from Harris, as that was a strike. So that's another stolen base for the Wolverines as Donovan Self takes second. So the two runs in this fourth inning, the two runs in this fourth inning have been an RBI double from Shilp and an RBI single from Self. As Jeremy Sachs takes the ball. Count is 1-1. So Nguyen Kirkin. Replacing Jack Florg on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and foul out of play as you could hear the wind really start to pick up here, Tyler.
Yeah, especially how this field is designed. It kind of just swirls around here right at home plate. So that might affect the pitch from Newkirchen for sure.
Home plate umpire confirms the count. A ball and 2 strikes on Jeremy Sachs. Here's the pitch from Newkirchen. Swung on and hit in the air to left center field. And it's going to drop between Nathan and Hudick. Between Hudick and Lindner. Going to third is Self.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there by the outfielders. They were both pointing at it and pointing it to each other. It was more closer to Hudick, but Hudick lost his hat while making the run over, and it kind of affected him. And seeing it as after the play was done, he was talking to his other outfielder in Hall and saying, I just couldn't see that one. He kind of pointed up to the sky, indicating it.
Still nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. So here's Griffin Party. And the runner's going. It'll be no throw. That's a stolen base for Jeremy Sachs. So Party is 1 for 1. Earlier he reached on an error, and he's also had a double. Here's the 0-1. That's in the air to right. Tyler Hall waits for it, and he makes the catch for the first out. But the runner will tag. Scoring is Donovan Self. So it is 7-1 Wolverines.
The Wolverines really just showing their offense here in this fourth inning. And that one from Party just high up. And a sac fly and brings in another run.
So that's an RBI for Griffin Party. That is actually his second sac fly in this game. Should I say the second sacrifice fly for the Wolverines? As Arnett hits one to right field. Tyler Hall, who has been busy in this inning, catches another one. So that is the third sacrifice fly of this game for the Wolverines.
We just saw two in a row go right to Hall, and that second one he was trying to test his arm, getting it all the way to Harris, trying to get the out, but not in time and kind of off the plate. And the Wolverines now up by 7.
So the bases are all empty as they lead 8-1. As the sacrifice flies, RBIs, have been from Party and Arnett. Those are the two consecutive ones, and the other one was by Donovan Self. That was back in the second. So now batting is Charlie Hartman. Hartman is 1 for 2. He has had an infield single, and he's flied out as he takes a strike from Nguyen Kirkin. So count is even at 1-1. Bases empty with 2 outs. 8-1 Wolverines. And it's still only the fourth inning, Tyler.
Yeah, they've been really dominant this fourth inning. This inning has taken a while. Flora got pulled, and they still kept on going with pressure.
So Hartman, 2-1, takes the ball on the outside, just outside the low corner. 3 balls and a strike on Charlie Hartman. If Hartman shall reach, Tom Costello waits his turn on deck. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Is Nguyen Kirkin is a pitch away from ending this inning. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a high pop fly. Foul territory. Will it stay in play? It'll drop between Harris and Davis.
And for sure, I thought it was going into the parking lot, but the wind took it and kept it in play, but neither Harris nor Davis was able to get to that one in time to get the third out.
Yeah, the way the ball was going, it looked like it was going to be over the roof, but the wind caught it and brought it back in.
For sure is a windy day out here in Adrian, Michigan.
Here's the 3-2. As Hartman just got a piece of that one.
That one was fouled off right into the ump's protective chest plates. So it kind of took a funny bounce, and at first I thought it hit Harris back there, but he didn't seem to be hit at all.
The Wolverines have scored 4 runs in this inning. Here's the 3-2. Called strike 3 to end the inning as Hartman goes down looking. A strikeout by Nguyen Kirkin. So we now go to the bottom of the fourth inning after the Wolverines scored 4 runs. But they lead 8-1 now. Bulldogs coming up to bat. Will they score more? Find out when we return on 8.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
So we are back. So we are now in the bottom of the fourth inning after the Wolverines scored 4 runs, 2 of them on sacrifice flies from Party and Arnett, an RBI double from Shilp, and an RBI single by Donovan Self. So now Andrew Weiss, the left-hander for the Wolverines, will get back to work here. As now you can really start to hear the wind now.
Yeah, he had an important at bat back in the bottom of the third when he had bases loaded going into the game as his first at bat, and he was able to get out of it. And now he's going to have a full inning and hopefully for the Wolverines the rest of the game.
So now here is Tyler Hall. Hall walked back in the second inning as he takes a ball from Weiss. Here's the 1-0 from Weiss. Hall swings and hits one to left field, and going back is Cole Allen, and did he catch it? Yes, he did. And that'll be out number 1.
It's a good strike there from Hall, and unfortunately Allen uses his speed on that outfield side and able to get it gracefully and making a nice catch right in the back left corner.
Yeah, you could see Allen lost his hat for a moment. It was either from the wind or his speed running towards the corner. So now the batter will be Damon Harris. Harris struck out back in the second. So now he has a 2-0 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Harris takes ball 3. He is keeping a really good eye on these pitches from Weiss. One out here in the fourth. Base is empty here. Here's the 3-0. That is in there for a called strike 1. Three and 1 coming up to Harris. That's ball 4. So Harris will be on first from a walk. So Nathan Lindner, who also walked back in the third, and he scored on the RBI by Leyva. Oh and 1 on Lindner. And a grounder to third gets by Arnett. It's a foul ball. So the count is 0-2 on Lindner. Ty Perrin, who struck out looking, waits his turn in the on-deck circle. As Harris is at first, 1 out in the fourth. Weiss ahead on the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball goes high and outside. A ball and 2 strikes on Nathan Lindner. Here's the 1-2 to Lindner. Swinging a foul. This has been a really good at-bat so far for Nathan Lindner. Only 1 out here in the fourth inning. Harris at first, the 1-2. Just outside. Count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lindner. the left fielder for the Bulldogs. He's been on base once today because of a walk, and he strikes out swinging for out number 2.
Now those pitches on the inside on Linder was causing him a little bit of trouble, and that's exactly what Weiss goes to strike him out.
So here's Ty Perrin, who struck out looking to Arts back in the 3rd inning. That's outside and low for ball 1. So Ty Perrin, it's only his 2nd at bat here in game 1. The Bulldogs trailing 8-1 here. You're in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is game 1 of a doubleheader series on a Saturday afternoon. Here's a 2-0 showing bunt. That goes way up in the air, and it's going to be caught by Cole Arnett to end the inning. Bulldogs leave a runner at first. The only base runner was Damon Harris, who walked. But that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th inning, as now we go to the 5th inning. 8-1 Wolverines, as we'll be right back after the...
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
So we are back, as we are now in the 5th inning, as Eugene Barrientes, the freshman from Kanoa Hills, Michigan, he will take over for Nathan Lindner in left field. So now Nguyen Kirkin will get back to work on the mound for the Bulldogs. It is 8-1 as the Wolverines have a big lead here. As the Bulldogs are going to try their best for their pitching and defense just to hold the Wolverines as much as they can. So number 10 taking over in left is Carson Meister. He'll be taking over for Nathan Linner.
Yeah, on the roster that we have here up in the booth, it's number 6 for him, but his actual number is number 10. So, a bit of a roster issue slightly, but got it all figured out and know who's playing out there in left field.
So, Nguyen Kirkin will get back to work here. He has had 1 strikeout so far, as Costello takes ball 1. Costello has struck out and popped out. Count is 2-0 on Costello. Costello making a good at-bat so far, 0-2. Here's the 2-0. Look out. As that foul ball hit the net right in front of our faces.
Yeah, I kind of jumped for a second, I won't lie.
Here's the 2-1. That'll be low, ball 3. Three balls and a strike on Costello as here comes the wind again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Just the start of things here in the top of the 5th inning. Costello is batting. Engels waits his turn on deck. That's a called strike 3 as Costello thought that was ball 4.
He started walking to first base as he was so confident in it, and when the ump made the call, and he kind of just dropped a little bit down in disbelief. That's the first out of the inning.
So here is Jackson Engels. Engels is 1 for 2 here in game 1. The first pitch from Nguyen Kirkin. That'll be ball 1. 1 out here in the 5th inning. Wolverines have an 8-1 lead. They're looking to keep it going here. Here's the 1-0 from Nguyen Kirkin. That is strike 1. Count is even at 1-1 on Jackson Engels. Engels has walked and struck out. There's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Engels. 1 out here in the 5th. Here's the 2-1. Outside, gets away from Harris. But since there's no on base, he doesn't need to worry about that too much. Still 3-1 on Engels. Cole Allen waits his turn on deck. He will be next. Here's the 3-1. There's ball 4 as Engels is walked for the 2nd time today. So now we're back at the top of the lineup for the Wolverines. It'll be Cole Allen. Allen has had a good game today. He is 2 for 3. He grounded out back in the 1st, but he's had an RBI single and a single. Engels taking his lead from first base. Only 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Wolverines have the lead 8-1 in the throwback to first. As Engels gets back there in time. Robert Schilp is on deck. One out here in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Allen hits a foul ball down the third base line.
That one was a real close one, as that one just was a one-stop hop right over, almost over the bag, and from my vantage point, it was extremely close, and Allen thought he had a single up that left side for sure, and he sprinted off to first base.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air to right. It'll be Tyler Hall who makes the catch for out number 2. Holding at first is Engels. So now that'll bring up Robert Schilp. Schilp has had 2 RBIs today. He's had a single, an RBI single, and an RBI double.
Hey, you want to talk about a good day? That's the man, Robert Schilp.
Allen's going. Here's the throw. And it gets away from Perrin. That'll be a stolen base for Engels as I'm about to lose count on how many we've seen those today, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they have a lot of speed throughout this whole entire lineup, and even the 9th batter able to steal bases at will.
Here's Robert Schilp. Count is 1-0. Here's the pitch from Nguyen Kirkin. That's low and a little bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Robert Schilp. Here's the 2-0. Schilp just gets a piece of that one, and it goes foul. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. runner at second, 2 outs now here in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high fly ball to left field. Will it stay in play? It'll drop for a hit. Coming into score is Jackson Engels. And going to second is Robert Schilp. And so it'll be an RBI double. As Meister had a battle with the wind there.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. At first, the people in the dugout, bullpen, looking like they were going to catch that ball, and then Meister kind of just outran it, and the wind took it all the way right back, and he definitely outran it, and an RBI double for Schilp.
So now it's 9-1 in favor of the Wolverines. As Self hits it foul, it goes right over our heads. The count is 0-1. On Donovan Self with 2 outs. Robert Schilp is at second. Self is 2 for 3. Swing and another foul hits the net. And Jeremy Sachs comes in from the on-deck circle to retrieve it.
Making a nice one-hand grab from him, the right hand of his, and goes right back to the pitcher.
Self is 2 for 3. He has struck out, had a sac fly RBI, and an RBI single. 0-2 to Self. Just a little bit high. Yeah, it was just above the zone there. So that will be 1 ball and 2 strikes on Donovan Self. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. As Newen Kirkin gets his second strikeout of the day, as we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. As the Wolverines now make it a 9-1 lead on an RBI double. And so we'll be right back for the Bulldogs offense right after.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here. Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
We are now in the bottom of the 5th inning now as the Wolverines have been putting on quite a show here, having a big lead 9-1. And speaking of shows, we have the Adrian College Spring Concert coming up. Don't miss Cameron Marlowe live at Adrian College on March 21st as part of his Keeping the Lights On tour. General admission tickets are just $50, and Adrian College students get in for free. Grab yours today at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. Let's fill the house and keep the music going. That's March 21st. Cameron Marlowe at Adrian. So now coming up to bat for the Bulldogs, it'll be Brock Hudick. So we're now back at the top of the lineup here. As Weiss gets back to work on the mound. Count is even at a ball and a strike here. Here's the 1-run from Weiss. That'll be low and outside. 2 balls and a strike on Brock Hudick. Nobody on just yet here, as Hudick has a base hit to left center field. Brock Hudick, after going 0 for 2, gets his first hit of the day.
It was wonderful contact by Hudick, just able to find that pitch what he wanted, and a leadoff single is exactly what the Bulldogs need to rally back into this game.
So that's the first hit of the day for Brock Hudick as Jesse Leyva hits one to first, and it's dropped by Sachs as Jesse Leyva reaches first again.
It's a huge play from the Bulldogs, an unfortunate one for Sachs. He kind of just got ahead of himself trying to turn it to second and kind of just forgot the ball. And then he kind of just freaked out, and Jesse Leyva able to outrun Sachs to the first base.
Yeah, Sachs had it there, but it just came out of his glove as Leyva took advantage and sprinted his way to first. And there's a ground ball to third. Tags the bag for third is Arnett. As that will be a double play.
So beautiful play there from Arnett. Just nice situational awareness to quickly go over to third and tag the base, and then have the time and the strength to get that ball all the way across the diamond over to Sachs for the out.
So that was Connor Davies who grounded out into a double play. That'll be strike 1 to Isaac Jermu. Jermu has been on base just once from a walk. So Leyva is at second. That's in there for strike 2. So Weiss, after allowing 2 runners on base, gets a double play, and he's a pitch away from ending another quick inning. Here's the 0-2. Here's a slow ground ball that'll be picked up by Weiss. Long throw to first in time for the out. As the Bulldogs, the Bulldogs think that was a foul ball.
I think it hit off the plate. That's what the ump behind the plate is indicating here, and what we thought was going to be an end of an inning is a continuation as Jeremu gets back into the plate.
And right there is an example of why you should never celebrate too early. The count is 0-2, and now the inning is over, as instead it'll be a swinging strikeout, as now we will go to the 6th inning. The Wolverines still have the lead 9-1. Will they keep it going here, or will the Bulldogs try to hold them? Find out when we return on A.
Sixth in the game's over.
Top of the 6th inning is just about to get started here, as Jeremy Sachs, who is 2 for 3 today, will lead things off. As for those of you who are watching at home, we would like to remind you to stay connected with all the action by following at Adrian College TV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at Adrian College TV today. So here's Jeremy Sachs, who will take an at-bat here in the top of the 6th inning. And so the Wolverines, if they can get a couple more runs here, this game will be called in a mercy rule. Count is 2-0 here. Two and 0 on Jeremy Sachs. Sachs, it's a high pop fly to the left side. It's going to be caught by Jesse Leyva for out number 1.
And Jeremy there was calling it originally, but the wind completely took it all the way to Leyva's side. And again, you can just see the howling wind playing a factor in this ball game today.
So here is Party, who is 1 for 2 today. Party hits one foul, hits the fence. That'll be strike 1. No balls and a strike on Griffin Party, the DH. He has reached on an error. He has hit a double and has had a sacrifice fly RBI as he takes strike 2 from Nieuwenkirchen. Only one out here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 0-2. Low and outside. This Party keeps a good eye on the ball. Cole Arnett will be next as he waits his turn on deck. Wild throw, gets away from Harris. But again, since the bases are empty, he doesn't need to worry about it. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging another foul. This has been a good at-bat so far for Griffin Party. Trying to keep the offense going for the Wolverines. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 as Party goes down looking for out number 2. So now coming up to bat is Cole Arnett. Arnett is 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. And if he reaches, Charlie Hartman waits his turn on deck as Arnett hits one high in the air, and it'll be caught by Leyva in the outfield grass. And for the first time today, it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Nieuwenkirchen as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolverines 9-1. So we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Yeah.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
As we are back We now go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Wolverines have a big lead here, 9-1, here in this first game of this doubleheader series. As we have a pitching change for the Wolverines. This is John Sajenko, wearing number 34. He'll be taking over for Andrew Weiss. So now, coming to bat is Allen.
I think Weiss had a very good day. I don't understand taking him out necessarily. I mean, it is 9-1, so maybe the Wolverines just want to get some other pitchers in, get some reps in.
And the first pitch, as that is a swing and a high drive to left field, going back, hooking, and it is foul. That was well hit there by Allen.
Yeah, he got all of that one, and unfortunately we didn't get the wind going to the right on that swing. Otherwise, that could have been a home run.
There's a called strike 2. As now Sajura head on the count, now gets ball 1. So Sajenko taking over for Weiss. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. As Allen goes down looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
The Michigan dugout is really loving Sajenko right now. Giving him all the praise in the world. That second pitch strike, they were cheering as loud as they could, and then that strikeout call, they're all laughing on that side.
There's a little nubber right back to Sajenko. He'll make the underhand toss to Jeremy Sachs for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for the Wolverines. As for most of this game, they've just been wanting to get out of every inning as fast as they can.
Yeah, that one was just bouncer right back to Sajenko and making the nice, easy underhand play.
So now Sajenko will face the Bulldog catcher, Damon Harris. Harris has struck out and walked. 1-1 on Harris. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bounces in, picked up by Costello. 2 balls and a strike on Damon Harris. Here's the 2-1 from Sajenko. 3-1. So after getting a strikeout and having an infield play, Sajenko's having a little trouble finding the strike zone, and now he does right there. As the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 to Harris. Swung on and foul. Out of play. Still a full count on Damon Harris, as he's turning this into a pretty good at-bat here. 3-2. And that's going to be a base hit to right field as it gets by Self. It was lightly hit by Damon Harris as it just gets by Donovan Self.
Yeah, he waited on it really well, and just kind of a blooper that just got over the second baseman and Self, and with 2 outs, could get a possible rally here from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So we're getting a pinch runner now as Harris will make his way towards the dugout. So pinch running for the Bulldogs is number 12. It's Pedro Rivera. Rivera will pinch run for Harris. Is Carson Meister, who is pinch hitting for Nathan Lindner. Meister taking his first at-bat of this game. as Rivera leads from first. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for a called strike 2. 1-2 on Meister. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That's high and inside. As Meister had to get out of the way a little. Full count now on Carson Meister, 3-2. Rivera leads from first. Here's the 3-2. That's ball 4. So Meister will be at first. Takes a walk in his first at bat. So here is Javier Rosa Franco. Franco will pinch hit for Ty Perrin. Franco takes his first at bat, takes the ball inside. Count is 1-0. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 from Sajenko. That's in the air to left center, and that will drop for a base hit. But all the runners will hold. Rivera at third, Meister at second.
And the reason why Rivera wasn't able to go to score is he didn't necessarily know how many outs were left, and he was held on to second base waiting for that ball to drop. But there's 2 outs, so you just run. And he didn't realize that, and that's the reason why I only got to third.
So now we're back at the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. Here's Brock Hudick. Hudick hits a little nubber, but that will be caught by Donovan Self. As the Bulldogs, for the second time here in Game 1, leave the bases loaded, but they still trail 9-1 going to the 7th inning. Tyler Ackman and Forrest Frenier from ACTV. We'll be right back.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Bulldogs trail 9-1. So we're at the top of the 7th inning. As coming up to bat for the Wolverines is Charlie Hartman. Hartman is 1 for 3 here in Game 1. He has flied out, struck out, and had an infield single. So he will take his at-bat. So now the rule in club baseball is instead of 9, they play 7 innings for a doubleheader. As Hartman hits it to center, Hudick will make the catch for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. So here is Tom Costello. Costello has struggled today. He has struck out and popped out. So now he'll bat with 1 out here in the 7th inning. And he takes a strike from Nieuwenkirchen.
His also last at bat was a strikeout as well, so he's 0 for 3 on the day, looking to get something in field.
Costello takes ball 1. Count is even at a ball and a strike. As Nieuwenkirchen is going to try to finish his day out strong here by getting just a couple more outs here into holding the Wolverines to just have them having 9 runs here. Here's the 2-1 from Neuenkerken. Look out. It's high and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Tom Costello. Near the top of the 7th inning, here's the 3-1 from Neuenkerken. Fouled away. And it went over the roof.
Hopefully that didn't hit anyone's car out there in the parking lot.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I know I parked my car far away, so it would not get hit by a baseball, hopefully.
And that's why I usually walk here. Here's the 3-2. Here's a grounder to third. Giroux picks it up, throws to third, and they'll get the out at first. It's a nice play by Isaac Giroux.
That was a good pickup off that grounder on one hopper right into his glove and making a nice play over to first.
So now the batter will be Jackson Engels, as we're at the bottom of the lineup for the Wolverines. It's Neuenkerken will try to finish the top of the 7th inning off strong. And if Engels shall reach, Cole Allen is on deck, the 0-1. Look out. Foul ball hits the net. Neuenkerken ahead on the count. He has thrown 55 pitches in this game. Here's the 0-2. That was close. It was just outside the corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Engels. Allen waits his turn on deck. Here's the 1-2. And a grounder to third. As Giroux drops it, throws to first. Got him anyway. As that'll do it for the top of the 7th inning. As we go now to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Bulldogs coming up. Who's going to win game 1? Find out when we return on
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
Bottom of the 7th inning now. Last chance for the Bulldogs to rally here. But the Wolverines are 3 outs away from taking this first game of this doubleheader series as Sajenko will try to close it out here. So here's Jesse Leyva. Leyva has popped out, but he has had the only RBI of this game. Swing and a high pop fly. Foul territory. Will it stay in play? It does. It is caught by Tom Costello as he has to remove his mask to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. So here's Connor Davies. Davies has struck out and walked, and he grounded into a double play. Takes a called strike from Sajenko. Sajenko just needs 2 quick outs to finish it out strong and take game 1 here at Nicolay Field as home plate umpire calls timeout. Davies will get back into the box. It is 9-1 Wolverines. Low for ball 1. As Jermu waits his turn on deck. He will be next. Here's the 1-1. Look out as it bounced in the dirt and it bounced up and hit the net.
There wasn't a net in there. Forrest, you were going to be able to catch that one. It's going right at you.
I mean, maybe I should have brought my glove today.
Yeah, if only there wasn't this net in there.
No, just imagine the advantage we'd have to make our own plays when the ball would come toward us. The 3-1 as that's ball 4 as Connor Davies is walked for the 2nd time today. So the Bulldogs will have a runner on base here. So here is Isaac Jermu. Takes the ball in the dirt. Good block by Costello.
Sajenko has put a couple of them in the dirt so far in this inning, so if one gets away, I have a runner in scoring position after that.
Here's the 1-0. It's back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Bulldogs are starting to get something going here, Tyler.
That's good. They only got this inning to do and 2 more outs to go for this game, but at least some type of momentum going into the second game of this doubleheader would be nice.
So here is Kerwin Allen, who has struck out and flied out today, as he'll bat with runners at first and second with only 1 out here in the 7th. First pitch to Allen. Low, ball 1. As Costello wants to talk to Sajenko for a second.
Yeah, probably just to calm him down a little bit. Sajenko kind of just getting a little bit antsy. Kind of can tell from the pitches he's thrown, and especially after that last single up the middle and the first ball being in the dirt.
1-0 on Allen. There's that slow breaking ball. It's a little low. That'll be ball 2.
That thing hangs up there. It's a perfect pitch to hit and absolutely crush from Allen.
Now the 2-0. As Sajenko's really falling behind on the count. 3-0 on Allen. Runners at first and second here. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for strike 1. So Sajenko, after falling behind on the count 3-0, throws one in the zone for strike 1. 1 out here in the 7th. Here's the 3-1. Hey, it's in there. Count is full now on Allen, as Sajenko is catching up with the count. Here's the 3-2. That's back up the middle picked up by Schillup to second to first, as the runner will be safe, as we're going to have another runner coming to score. That's only the second. That's the second run scored of this game.
It was just a small error on Self's part there as he was trying to turn too quickly, trying to get the double play to end the game. Throw just got a hold of him and went right past Sachs.
That's a grounder to second, and it gets by Donovan Self. And holding at third is Allen. So Allen, after getting an RBI that scored in Davies, he will hold at third on the single by Tyler Hall. That's his first hit of game one. So now it's up to Damon Harris, who had an opposite field single earlier today. Takes ball one inside from Sajenko. So the Bulldogs have runners at the corners with 2 outs. It is now a 9-2 ball game. Here's the pitch from Sajenko, and a grounder, and it gets right by Jeremy Sachs. Allen will come in to score, and going to third is Jermu.
It's a big hit there by Harris. Going Oppo again for another grounder.
Or excuse me, that's Tyler Hall, who is now at third base.
Yeah, but that's back-to-back plays and a couple of RBIs from the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 7th. A nice little rally. 9-3 the score. Small mound visit.
Well, with 2 outs now, the Bulldogs trying everything they can to make a possible comeback. But now it'll be Carson Meister. Meister will take ball one from Sajenko. Runners on the corners for the Bulldogs with 2 outs. Sajenko trying everything he can here just to get one more out and to close out game one here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the runner's going, and it's fouled away, and as Damon Harris will have to go back to first base.
That one fouled off right into the mask of Costello. Kind of just shook his head a little bit, so right off the burn off of that one.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Count 2-2. Here's Carson Meister, trying to help the Bulldogs stay alive in the 7th inning. Here's the 2-2. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Meister strikes out, and that'll do it for game one. The Bulldogs get a couple more runs, but Sajenko is able to recover and strike out Carson Meister to finish it off. As Tyler, what are your thoughts about this game overall?
Well, it all started from just the offense from Michigan in the first couple of innings, and they kept it. That 4th inning was huge for University of Michigan, scoring 4 runs, doubling their lead, and then adding another one in the 5th, and that's ultimately what took this game over and ultimately is the reason why Adrian lost.
So coming up next will be game 2, Bulldogs and Wolverines again. Also, they will play game 3 tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Also, we have going on for the rest of our schedule, we have a skating event in the Arrington Ice Arena tomorrow afternoon. I will be doing a PA announcing for that. So, Tyler, it's a pleasure having you with me here in the booth. So, stick around for game 2 of Adrian College Club Baseball. As we would also like to thank our crew from Abby Reed, Josiah Durrell, Tyler Ackerman. I'm Forrest Vernier. As your final score, Wolverines 9 and the Bulldogs 3. Game 2 coming up next on AC.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe